with that, the first question that we crafted was, are there any specific local programs that do exist today, or you are planning on implementing to support specifically small businesses, especially those owned by minorities? And to give some premise to all these questions, we looked through what is within mayor's authority and what is not. So I won't ask you to talk about things that are not like at the state level or at the federal level or at the county level. So these questions, we got a chance to do some deep dive on them, which are possible through you and the city council, and that's where you will see these questions show. So if you wanted to take it away on this question, Mayor.
Sure. So we have a purchasing department, and we want every business in the city of Bentonville to be signed up as a vendor and get notifications. We also, so Kelsey Frederick is our purchasing manager, and so you can go to the city website.
No.
Fairly new. We've had a purchasing department, but she's really come in and taken it over and put some new things in place. And one of the things she's done is she's set us up with an online bidding process. So we were not digital until just a few weeks ago. And her team has been able to implement that. And we think that's going to give everybody and all businesses much more access to be able to do business with the city of Bentonville. She also conducts and her team conducts a vendor meeting. So you can call the purchasing department and set that up, and then she'll walk you through exactly how to be set up as a vendor with the city of Bentonville, and really all of the processes to be able to do business with the city of Bentonville. That is one of the major ways that I think you can be connected to the city. The other thing we started is a business registry, and we actually combined our business registry. We had a code compliance form that was a little bit complicated for businesses, and so we've made it really easy with that business registry. We're still trying to get businesses to register with us. We've waived the fee, but if we can get them to register with us, that gives us that point of contact, so we can have actually a business liaison, and that's what you get once you register with the city of Bentonville. Because what we were finding is people would call the city of Bentonville and they were like, do you have a business license? And we were like, no, we don't have that. And every other city around us has it. And so it was a little bit, I think, shocking to businesses. And it was one of the things that they kind of used for legitimacy as they were getting their businesses started. And so we have implemented that program. We've waived any fee with it, trying to get businesses to sign up with us. But with that, again, we're going to connect you to a business liaison that can help you through any processes that you are doing with the city of Bentonville. And again, it combines that code compliance form. So if you do actually have a brick and mortar, we've made that really, really easy, and you can do it through the registration. And so that process, we're really just kicking off, trying to make sure. But one of the things we found is that if we can have good contact information with our businesses, number one, from an economic development standpoint, we can have good numbers, and we can make sure we're recruiting businesses that we don't already have here, and make sure that they can be successful coming into the market. But number two, one of the things we found with as we went through the tornadoes and the FEMA reimbursement and what we could pick up and how we could help businesses is that if we had good connections to them or contacts to them, we could tell them we were able to get one swipe of FEMA funding for one swipe through our business community. So we could pick up once and actually be able to submit for that for reimbursement. But we didn't have individual contacts for all the businesses in the city. We're still trying to get them to register with us. And so if we had that, we would have had a much easier time contacting them and telling them when to get it out to the curb so that we could have it. So there's numerous ways we think that we can use that contact information through the business registry as we roll that out more and more and get more and more businesses signed up with us. We also have through that program, we have a way internally, our team has created an economic GIS system. And so eventually we think once we get our businesses to register with us, we'll be able to use that GIS system to put it coupons and products and different things in that. And it's one way, because we want every business in the city to register with us, that we can offer a product like that for free to the businesses, that we hope can help all of them be found by more and more customers.
So, and I had a follow-up there. So, we as a business are required to register with the state Secretary of State, and we have done that, and we also have a minority business certification. So why can't the city, or like, why is there like a separate registration process that these businesses who have Bentonville addresses have to go through? Why can't they directly be associated? Because all the information is already there with the state.
Yes, yeah, and so the things that we would like to do with the businesses that are here, our ability to reach out to them and have that connection with them, give them a business liaison and make sure that, I think a big part of being successful in business is relationships and having that contact. And so I think it's really, it's an important piece of that. I wish that we could get all of that from the state and then we could just, but it doesn't come to us in a manner that makes it easiest for us to have good contact information through it.
So is it lack of lobbying on business part, or is it like, can we do something as an organization, a trade organization, to ask the legislature?
I think it's just how how it is supplied, or how it is given to us. A lot of times when you're registering your business, we're really looking to look for good contact information of who's at the business, and sometimes that's not exactly what's getting registered at the state level too. So again, for at the city level, it's about having a relationship and personal contact so that we can truly be your liaison. So you can call us, not just for the things like through the city, if it's signage or different things that you're. Need and everything else, so.
Where your internet keeps going in and out, there are just a few words we miss here and there. I don't think it's any major, but I'll just move on to the next question
Okay.
and kind of discuss that. If you were to get into the mayor's position, what kind of local programs that you think you would implement or retain from her current administration that help and support small businesses, especially the ones owned by minorities?
That's a great question. Well, currently there are no city initiatives to support small business in Benton. I know the University of Arkansas does have a location in Bentonville, which supports small businesses, including startups and innovations. The city of Bentonville should have a direct connection to this office, I wish. I plan to hire an economic director whose responsibilities would include working closely with the Bentonville Chamber to better understand the challenges for small business, creating an economic committee to see what small businesses in Bentonville need to be successful so we can remove those roadblocks, surveying the city to determine what businesses are currently missing from Bentonville so we can create opportunities for new businesses, and collaborating with the University of Arkansas to promote and develop small businesses. An economic director is vital for any city, and I'm really disappointed that the city of Bentonville doesn't have one currently. They're vital to help recruit new businesses so Bentonville can collect sales tax revenue to fund city operations. In addition to supporting small businesses, an economic director will focus on developing new revenue streams for the city to take off some of the burden and keep the city from pushing more taxes and fees on residents who, when I knock on doors, many of the 2,500 folks I've talked to cite that they're concerned about being priced out of Bentonville, not just from county property taxes, but water and sewer and other things. There are lots of things we can do, and these are my priorities to make sure that we can make Bentonville more cost effective for folks who are currently living here. And we're not just catering to new people coming in, but we're supporting our long-term residents, even those that have been here 3, 4, and 5 generations. We have such an opportunity to make sure that everyone is welcome in Bentonville. And if we don't, what's going to happen is we're going to start stagnating, which there's a whole another host of problems that go along with a declining or a stagnating city. And the first thing it's going to do, it's going to impact property values. We're not going to make the city as attractive for new people to come here, and home prices won't be as supportive. So small businesses are vital to the city to provide an opportunity for not just Bentonville residents to spend their sales tax dollars here, but residents of neighboring cities. Right now we lose a lot of sales tax dollars to the city of Rogers. They have a great retail environment. We need to stop looking at Bentonville as a bedroom community and a community that's more focused on unique and solid retail that's going to bring other people from other cities spending their revenue dollars here.
Thank you so much.